for a while now. And I think I'm gonna do it now because so I want to say 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I had somebody follow my social media, which I'm like, okay. And let me put this down so you can. I see the reflection in my eyes. Right there. So I get this, follow, and I'm like, okay. And a lot of people don't know is I actually see who follows me. I'll watch their videos and stuff. And I went over on this guy's page, no video. And then I saw he had a Twitch. And I'm like, I decided to click on it. He does games, and the first video was, good. And I don't know why, I just decided to, keep watching his video. His next video I watched, and his wife came on, and immediately I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. So I did some searching. His wife is my ex-best friend. I haven't seen her for many years. I think I was 17 years. So I haven't seen her for a very, very long time. And I'll talk about why we became not friends anymore. But so when I saw her on video, I knew exactly who she was. He called her name, and it was just like, and then that voice, and I heard the voice, and I'm like I knew it. And then when I saw her on camera, I was like, oh, okay. So, okay, I don't think it was coincident, that this guy subscribed to me, and I'm like, So I did some searching, and I blocked all their social medias. Now they didn't come on my video in spam, or there's no issues right now, and so I just, so there's that. But yeah, I blocked all social medias. I mean, if they come across my video and watch it, whatever, it is what it is. I just don't want any drama. And it's like, I literally just saw her brother 3 weeks ago, and he wanted to know what happened with us, and she will not admit what she did. All she says is, I don't know what happened. Sam just stopped talking to me. That's what she tells her friends. And there was, I still remember the officers told me he has all the evidence. She admitted to everything, that I could press charges on her and get her arrested. And at that time, we were friends for I knew her since 1st grade. We became like best friends in 5th grade. And the thought of me, like, her going to jail, I just didn't want to see it. And I do regret not pressing charges on her because it was uncalled for. But now here goes why we are not friends. So this was in college. I think this was my first year of college. It was the first or second year of college. And it was a weekend. I had no plans. I had no homework, And I told my parents that I was going to call her, and I was community college, so I was home. But I wanted to call her and see, if she wanted to hang out. And I had called her, and she told me she was in the hospital. I never asked her, why she was in the hospital. I kept it short, like a conversation, and I just told her, I hope you feel better. I hung up the phone. My father came in my room. Oh, so are you hanging out with her? He said her name. And I said, no, she told me she's in the hospital. And my dad's like, for what? I'm like, I have no idea. I didn't ask her. I just told her I hope she feels better. So my father works with her mother's boyfriend. And over the weekend, I usually try staying up late so I can talk to my father, because sometimes like, he'll come home late, sometimes he's off, whatever. But I try to staying up early so I can talk to him. And, like, I'm trying to think what happened. So my father comes home, and when he walks in my room and goes, Samantha. And I was like, yeah. And he says her name was not, like, in the hospital, and was never in the hospital. And his coworker, her mother's boyfriend, I'll call him D. So, yeah, D said she was never in the hospital. And I couldn't call her because it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I know I waited. I can't remember exactly what time I called her. But when I called her, she still made it like she was still in the hospital. And I said, her name. I said, I know you're not in the hospital. D told me you were never in the hospital. I don't know why you lied to me. If you didn't want to hang out, you could have just told me that you didn't want to hang out. I know she hung up on me. And I actually was waiting for a couple hours I was waiting for her to call back and apologize to me. Instead, I started getting these messages, like, people were calling me for sex, this, and I got some inappropriate, messages. And finally, I picked up another phone call about it, and the guy said, I said, this isn't me, I didn't post anything, and he told me the username. It was her username, and it was her email, but I knew the username because I knew her email. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And I remember after that, I remember calling her, and I said, you do put my phone number online? And she goes, I had to put my anger out somehow. And I'm like, I don't want to be friends with you. And she's like, I don't want to be friends with you either. And I remember hanging up, and I was like, kid, and she did it again. She put my phone number back online again. And then I went to the police, and that's when he told me they called her, and she admitted to everything that she did, and they had enough evidence to arrest her and put her in jail. And I just couldn't think of her going to jail. I just didn't want that. I just wanted her to leave me alone. And I didn't press charges, and I regret that. I do. Because she'll tell everyone else, I don't know why Sam didn't stop talking to me. She just stopped talking to me. Stopped talking to me. She just stopped talking to me and didn't want to be friends. I'm like, no, that's not what happened. So they're like, when I hear that, it's like, I should have pressed charges on her. I should have. It was uncalled for. I had to get a new number. I had to go through all, people don't understand. When you get a new number, you have to change everything, like everything that has your number to it, and you have to change everything. And yeah, that was, a pain. But it was the dumbest thing. It's like, if you didn't want to hang out, just tell me you didn't want to hang out.